I'd like to give my account as to what happened on the airplane. I would like to first say that having watched the airplane for the first time, it was quite, well, I would say it's quite scary, but it's quite eye-opening as to see how angry I was. It came across very angry. You know, in a in a strange situation, as it were. But I'll tell you what happened. Now, I was due to fly home on the 1st, so I got along to the airport, got my gear checked in, went outside for a smoke, met a bloke, British bloke, who'd had all his gear stolen, and so I was sitting talking to him. We had a beer together, and cut a long story short, I went to get my plane and I'd missed it. They just shut the gate. So after having got me stuff back, which had been loaded on the aeroplane, got a taxi back to the hotel, crashed out for a couple of days, then arranged for a flight on the 6th. Made that flight, got through to Kuala Lumpur, changed planes for Heathrow, well expected to be arrested at, maybe at immigration or something like that. But talked myself into it that it wasn't that important, and it was only a class 4 misdemeanour, as it were, or public order act. It was a class 4 or 5 public order act, which is they cannot send you to prison. It's a fine and a telling off. So I didn't think that they'd be watching all the aeroplanes so as to catch me on such a tiny offence. Anyway, they did. So I'm on the aeroplane. I'm expecting to be arrested. Maybe, I didn't think I would, but I thought maybe it'd be immigration. Anyway, then you see everything that happened. The police came on, started look for my seat, which I'd moved seats, and I realised that now they were going to arrest me. They were looking for me on the aeroplane. So it wasn't planned. And then I took advantage of the situation in as much as, it was either, stand up and walk out of the aeroplane all nice and quiet and off to Nick, or stand up and let the people know what's going on. So that's what I decided to do. Didn't give it much thought. It just happens. That red mist comes up and I'm off. Anyway, what I'd like to say is that when you analyse the situation, we had just landed. Everybody was well aware that they were now done a 16-hour flight, were safely on the ground, were waiting to be released from the aeroplane, as it were. So, and then the police were on there, armed police, so I don't think there was any fright as to, a hijacking or anything like that. The flight had finished, we were simply waiting to get off the plane. I think the police could have done it, totally different. I certainly would have done. I wouldn't try to grab someone in front of 4,500 people on a confined space. I was half expecting to go along to immigration. They scan my passport. This is how I'd do it. I'll go right through passport, go through customs, and then in customs I would have asked me to come into the little room, to maybe, make it look like they're doing a search. They regularly do that. Take you into a little room. In there, 4 or 5 burly policemen. That's how I would have done it. Nice and quiet, nice and, They chose it to do the other way, which I don't think they'll do it again, because, they'd try to avoid such a situation again, I'd have thought. So in a ways, I've helped them. I've helped them to see that there's a major flaw in their protocol in getting people off planes. For the life of me, I can't imagine why they would grab someone whilst they got 4,500 people on the plane. Especially, they'd looked at my record, seen what a big mouth I've got. Anybody who'd seen any of my videos would have known that, this is a guy you got to grab somewhere quiet, I'd have thought. Anyway, so, I don't think it was such a frightening thing after all. And nor did the police, because I wasn't given any charges whatsoever for having, caused the scene on an aeroplane. So, although on the surface it may have looked very frightening and, and very dangerous and very alarming, it wasn't. It was the end of a 16-hour flight. Everybody knew they'd landed safe in London Heathrow Airport. They were just ready to get their belts off, get off the aeroplane. There wasn't any frightening situation. And there was 3 or 4 armed policemen there. There wasn't no threat to the people. And obviously the police see that as well. Otherwise they would have maybe cuffed me or tried something on the aeroplane, which they would have had an extremely difficult bloody time, I can tell you. Anyway, it's Sunday morning. I've only just woken up. I was supposed to have done the apostate hour last night. I went to bed early, took some medication, put the alarm on, and slept right through to gone 10 o'clock this morning. I feel terrible having let Joel down and the lads. I feel terrible, but I'm sorry. What can I say? I've only had about decent night's sleep. That's my 4th decent night's sleep, I think, and I must have just slept right through it. So I apologise. Maybe you'll let me do it another time. But I wanted to clear up this thing about the aeroplane. And will there be more protests? I don't know. I've got to hand myself into the police station tomorrow. So I've got to stay out the police way today, hand myself in tomorrow, then I'm off to court. Don't know what's happening. I might go off for a couple of weeks, I might go off for a couple of months, I don't know. So I'm just playing it by ear. Again, I'd like to apologise. Sorry Joel, sorry Parker, sorry Eric, and sorry all the others, who was expecting to see me. But I blew it. Still, never mind. It's just the way I am, I did want to say as well, this, I've been out about, 18 months, I think. Coming on 2 years. And I feel, having listened to other people's stories, I feel I'm going through this, problems you have. When you leave a mind control cult, you have this anger, you have this denial, you have this, and I'm going through that now. I think I'm going through it, live on YouTube. So, what you see is what you get. I could have edited that aeroplane. No one would have known. No one need to see what happened on that aeroplane. No one would have known, except for the policeman, the crew, and the 450 people on the aeroplane. I could have edited it. Could have taken out all those bits where I sounded angry, but I didn't. You got it. What you see is what you get with me. So You know, do I regret it? I don't know. No, I don't think I do actually. I feel it was a good opportunity, and with activism, the main, is to get it out to the public. You know, so I feel, in a way they may look and think, well, there's a guy who's screaming and shouting about Jehovah's Witnesses, an angry man. Hopefully, it would stir their curiosity enough to have checked it out. If not, I'm sure they'll be talking about it. How was your holiday? Oh, we had this big thing happen on the aeroplane when we got off. So it's certainly an advertisement, and hopefully there'll be many more. So, sorry, I'm a bit lost for words. It's a bit early yet. It's about 10, 11 o'clock, I think. What else was I going to say? Nothing other than I'm getting a lot of pressure to give up. I'm getting loads of pressure to give up. And I might have to take a break because my family life is, personal life is upside down. A lot, what with all my protesting, court and fines, and and other things. I've got so much. I've got 2 accidents to sort out. I'm suing the society for what they've done to me at London. I've got this pending court case. I've got three official complaints going in against the police. I've got paperwork coming out my ears, and I just don't feel up to, not well enough to get my head round it. But I'm getting better. So this is really just a short thing. Give my side of the aeroplane. Yes, it was frightening, but when you look into the situation, it wasn't as bad as what it looked. There'll be a lot worse in the future. Yeah, there will. I'll close the fucking airport down if I fucking could. Yeah. People need to know what's going on. Little children's lives are being fucking ruined by this fucking bunch. And I'm not about to fucking sit still and fucking let it happen before my eyes. Even if it does mean fucking police and fucking prison. Yeah. Will they remember us? Who gives a fuck? They remember us. If it fucking saves one kid from having their lives fucking ruined, it's fucking worth it. Or, I'll do 6 fucking months. Anyway, so that's my rebuttal. Anyway, you all have a good day, and as I say, I'm sorry if you was expecting me last night. What can I do? I've got no excuse other than, it is what it is. So, thanks for watching, and you all stay strong, and see each other again soon.